Hi everybody, it's Daphne and you're very welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming to spend some time with me today. I really appreciate it. Yes, if you've watched another one of my videos recently, I am wearing the same clothes. I've recorded two on the one day and I just thought, you know, I'm kind of in that zone, I'm on a roll, so I'll go with it. And for a while I've been kind of struggling with new ideas, because if you're a content creator, you will probably find that sometimes you go through just a period of time where you just are struggling to find ideas to talk about, and because I can't go out and buy new products all the time, my budget just won't allow for that. And if you have been watching me for any length of time, you know that I tend to shop my stash, so that I'm using everything, and I try to use things up before I buy any new products, even though believe me, the temptation is real. I would love to be able to go out and just buy all the makeup, I would love that. But anyway, so it can be a struggle sometimes. You think, oh, I've done that and you know. So I was actually inspired to do this video. I'm going to talk about, as the title will tell you, habits that I want to work on. And I was inspired to do this by my beautiful friend Kathy from Kathysbeautycarechats. And if you don't know Kathy, I will link her channel below, and please go over and say hi. Tell her I sent you. She is absolutely beautiful and you will just love her energy and her enthusiasm, and she's so knowledgeable about everything: skincare, makeup, exercise, good eating. Oh, she's just amazing. And if you are not motivated and energized by her energy, I would be very surprised, because every time I watch her, she makes me want to get up and eat really healthily and to exercise and all those good things. So thank you, Kathy, for the inspiration. So it got me thinking about, because she had done a video on good habits and so on, and it got me thinking, because as I was watching her video I was feeling very guilty, because I had reneged on a lot of good things good habits that I had built into my lifestyle a few months ago, and then kind of, you know, with life changes and just life in general, they can fall by the wayside so easily, and I've been feeling quite guilty about it. So I made myself sit down, think, what are the things that I really should work on? So I've split it up into three categories. So I'm going to do skincare, makeup, and lifestyle. So for skincare, I suppose for me, I have my skincare routine down to a fine art for me, because it works for me. But at the same time, you know, as I'm getting older, I probably need to change things up every so often. So I have promised myself that I am going to mask more frequently. I have a lot of masks in my stash. Some of them are the sheet masks, so they're the one-off uses in the little sachets. Some of them are in tubes and some of them are in jars. And if you've been watching me before, I'll have spoken about them. I do use them, but I don't use them regularly enough, and I want to start doing that. So that's one. Another thing I want to do, because I had been talking about it recently when I was looking into the kind of beauty habits and beauty routines that the new Duchess of Sussex has, Meghan Markle, and she has been attending the facialist Sarah Chapman, who does kind of her signature facial massage, where she starts on the jawline and you pinch and work your way out, and then you go up a little bit and you pinch and you work your way out. And the whole idea is to bring the blood to the surface and get all those lovely nutrients to the surface of the skin, and it gives you a lovely glow. Now obviously when you're doing it, your face is going to be a little bit red, so you're not going to head out for a special night, but just, you know, as a routine. And other types of facial massage as well that Lisa Eldridge would talk about, and you can find all of these. I'll see if I can link them below, and you'll find them all on YouTube. So the masks and the facial massage. I want to try more treatments, because I haven't as yet really found an exfoliant that I have fallen in love with. I have the Clarins Do Peel. I do like it. I just don't do it often enough, and I don't know. I love what's the other one? Dermalogica. They do, it's a gentle cream exfoliant, which is rather expensive, so I managed to always have a selection of the samples, little sachets, in my collection. I don't know if I have any at the moment, but Lisa Eldridge again recommended that particular exfoliant, that you put it on, it's got lactic acid in it, and she says she feels like she has a new face when she's finished with it. And if it's good enough for Lisa Eldridge, it's good enough for me. So I want to find another one that possibly will work in the same way. I don't like the manual exfoliants that have the little beads. I have redness in my skin, in my cheeks, that I do not want to exaggerate or exacerbate any more than it is. So I was going to try possibly the not Avalon Organics. What's the other one? Andalou Naturals. They, I think, do a pumpkin enzyme mask. I was thinking of trying that, or some of the Derma E products. They do a couple of overnight exfoliation treatments. So if you have any suggestions for me, please put them in the comments below, because I'd love to. I tend to go for more natural skincare, so I'd love to know if you have any suggestions for that. Pop them in the comments below. Another thing I want to do is I want to try more serums, because I do use my vitamin C serum every day and my vitamin A serum every night, and I use my rosehip with cranberry illuminating oil, and I have my face cream and I have my face cream from Mad Hippie, and I have my my sunscreen. But I feel I need to add something else in, but I'm not quite sure what it's going to be. So again, I'm going to do a little bit of research into that and see what I can come up with. But if you have any ideas for me, it would be useful, I suppose, for you to know what kind of skin I have. I have fairly normal skin. It's fairly balanced. It's not particularly dry. It's really not oily, except for my eyelids. But it's mature skin, and I suppose what I'm really wanting to target are fine lines and wrinkles and tone. I'd love something that would maybe firm up my skin a little bit. So if you have any suggestions for serums for that, I would love to know. But that's something I want to work on as well. I just feel I need to kick up my skincare regime a little bit. When it comes to makeup, probably like all of you, like all of us, I get into the habit of using the same makeup, doing the same look all the time, because it's a fail-safe and one that I know is going to work, and I have it on today because it's not that I don't change up the products I use, but I do. I don't really tend to change my eye products too much, but I do the same look. So I want to change up my looks, the looks that I create, and I suppose really it's my eye looks that I want to change. I use my Creme de Rose, the Colour Tattoo from Maybelline. I do use that every day, whether it's as a look on it in its own right, or it's a base for another look. But I want to change up my looks and be a little bit more adventurous and try different types of looks. So to use different palettes and to be more daring with my looks. I mean, I love the appearance of false lashes, but I don't have confidence in using them, and I need to try those out a little bit more. I need to work on some techniques for hooded eyes so that I can share them with you. For any of you who have deep set small hooded eyes like I do, I need to work on things like that. So changing things up and using my palettes more. When it comes to lifestyle, I suppose this is really all to do with eating healthily, exercising. It's that, it's that balance. And if you've been following it for a few months, you'll know that last October we were going to a wedding, and that was my motivation to get moving and eat really healthily. And I did lose a little bit of weight. I don't have a huge amount of weight to lose, but I have a few pounds that I'd like to get rid of, and I had lost a few of them, but I stopped then. I stopped because my daughter came home from New York and my daily routine changed. Whereas before she came home, I was walking in the mornings with my dog and getting my little HIIT workouts in, and just at the moment, since she came home and up to now, I haven't really been doing them. And my biggest excuse at the moment is that I have that problem with my heel, which I have to say is improving, hugely improving. And I was back with my physiotherapist. She is happy with how things are going, and it's just one of those things that it's not a serious thing by any means, but it's one, if you don't kind of do as you're told, it could become a problem, a painful problem long term, and I don't want that. So, but she did give me an option. She did say, if you want to keep fit and you want to keep your cardiac health up, you can use a bike and you can go swimming. And of course, that was a month ago. And I promised myself I would join the local gym. We have a gym very close by. My daughter is a member, my son is a member, most of my friends are members, and it's one of these, you just pay a monthly subscription and everything, sorry that's my phone, and everything is free. All the classes are free. So I could do spin classes, I could do yoga, it's just anything that isn't going to put pressure on my foot. Have I done it? No. No, because I've made lots of excuses. And the other thing that I've made lots of excuses about is my eating habits. I have been kind of, oh, you know, I've worked hard today, I've done a lot of housework, I've done this, I've been busy. Sweets, chocolate, that's my downfall. I've been overindulging and I need to stop. So I need to be accountable. So I am committing to cutting down the rubbish and becoming more active. I can walk a little bit now, but I won't be able to walk at speed like I used to be able to, so it is going to have to be the gym. One other thing that I am so bad at doing is drinking water. I just seem to be one of nature's camels. I don't seem to feel thirsty. But I've realised recently that sometimes when I'm very tired, which usually would hit me in the afternoon, I pick up my kids from school and they're doing homework and I might be, before I start to get dinner ready, I could sit down and I could go to sleep. That's not good. So I'm beginning to realise that maybe that's my body telling me that you're actually dehydrated. So I'm going to start drinking more water. I don't particularly like, it sounds ridiculous, I'm not a big fan of water. I prefer it when it's kind of warm, with something in it to flavour it. I really don't like it's really, really ice cold. So if I just keep a kettle of cooled boiled water and keep topping it up, I've done it before, I just need to commit to doing it again. So that's another one. Cut down on the sweets, I've already said that. I need to up my fruit and veg. I used to be so good at making sure I had my 5 or more a day, and I've just let it slip. So I need to really commit to that as well. So more fruit and veg and less rubbish. And something that I had started out as a New Year's resolution in January was to, I have a lot of cookery books, because I just really enjoy them. And I do love cooking, but sometimes when you're cooking for, I'm cooking for 8 people every day, it kind of becomes a bit of a drag, because it's just coming up with new ideas, and if the day is busy and you kind of, oh gosh, what am I going to cook for dinner? And I do have fail-safe things that I use, I'll rely on, I'll go back to week in, week out, and sometimes my kids will say, oh, what's for dinner? And one of the others will say, what day is it? That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. So at the beginning of the year, I promised that I would pull out my cookery books and I would plan my meals in advance so that when I was doing my shopping, I could buy what I needed. And I did so well. And they were really impressed because I was trying different things. Now, my younger daughter, who's 10, nearly 11, she's probably more reluctant to try new things. But that shouldn't stop me, because I should be encouraging her to try new things. And my youngest son, who's 13, he will more or less eat anything I put in front of him, and the rest of them will eat whatever they're given, and they love when I try new things. My husband loves when I try new things, and so do I. I've just got lazy again, so I need to start doing that again, and it's committing to sitting down one afternoon or one evening, going through my books, picking out some recipes and making a shopping list and just doing it. So that's another thing I need to work on. And the last thing probably is, and I'm ashamed to say this, I used to be a really good reader. I have let YouTube and Instagram take over the time that I should be reading in the evening, because you know what it's like, you get on Instagram, you get on YouTube, you put in something into the search engine and it throws up so many different videos, and you just go one after the other, and the next thing, before you know it, the evening is gone. I have a pile of books over there, and I have to start reading them again. I have to start making that a habit and something that I do, because all the experts would say for a good quality of sleep you need to detox, or you need to, not detox, what's the word? oh, I can't remember the phrase, but it's turning off all your electronics. So you don't have your iPad, you don't have your phone, your laptop, whatever. And you need to relax and read and do something that calms your mind and calms your body. So I am going to really work on reading, because there's so many books that I have put by saying, I must read that, I must read that, and I just haven't gotten down to it. So they are the habits, lifestyle, skincare and makeup, that I hope to improve on. And I've given myself quite a few. I hope I haven't been too ambitious, but if I keep that list in front of me, I hope to hit those quite regularly. So let me know what habits you find hard to work on, what habits that you have improved, or any tips for working on any of those, particularly the lifestyle ones, be it drinking more water, getting more exercise. If anybody's had this problem, the plantar fasciitis, please let me know what you did to kind of keep your fitness levels up. I would be really pleased to hear that. So I hope you've enjoyed this. As I've said before, if you haven't been to visit Kathy, please do so. You will love her channel. And if you've liked what you've seen on this video, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and the little notification bell beside it, and you will be notified as to when I upload a video. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are, and I will talk to you again very soon in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.